Hi, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com to do another exciting episode for you. Today we're coming at you from the 2025 Plant Powered Party. It's at theplantpoweredparty.com to learn about their future events. This was an amazing event that took place here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was here for the last several days, and there were many plant-based doctors who gave keynotes, presentations, as well as other presentations on food demos and yoga and exercise and all these things. If you want to be healthy and eat a plant-based diet. I was able to interview some of the plant-based doctors.
I'm Goldhammer. I'm the director of the TrueNorth Health Center. I've been practicing for over 40 years. All of the time has been advocating for a whole plant food, SOS-free diet. Our website's TrueNorthHealth.com.
My name is Joel Fuhrman. I'm a board-certified family physician. I graduated from medical school in 1988, so I've been a doctor a long time. My website is drfuhrman.com, which is drfuhrman.com. And even though I'm a family doctor, I'm president of the Nutritional Research Foundation.
And I learned about their opinions on certain topics. And in this episode, we asked the plant-based doctors about the healthiest cooked foods to add to a raw vegan diet. I know some of you guys might think, man, John, how could you add cooked foods to a raw vegan diet? Because that's an oxymoron, because if you're eating raw, then that's all raw or you're all cooked, right? And so for me, my definition of a raw vegan diet is if you eat 75% or more of your diet is raw vegan. I would call it being a, raw food enthusiast or raw vegan enthusiast, if you call it. I don't think life is about all or nothing. And so let's hear about the healthiest cooked foods according to the plant-based doctors here at the event.
Well, I think that a diet mostly raw by volume that includes steamed and starchy vegetables is going to be really an idealized type recommendation. And those could be any of your starchy squashes, lots of your starchy green vegetable materials. And I also think that when you include in your raw food definition, you include sprouts, you also get some advantages, because sprouts, whether it be broccoli sprouts or sunflower greens, etc., give you again more of the vegetable-based diets, but in a raw format.
All right. Question is, how much fruit per day is too much for most adults?
Well, again, there's quite a bit of variation. Some people can handle a higher percentage of fruit in their diets, but in general, we're recommending one fruit-based meal a day, a couple of vegetable-based meals a day. And there may be, again, I like to see people eating whole, fresh fruit, not so much the dried fruits and the syrups and the sugars that are made out of, and even the juices. I think that the more whole food we eat, probably the better off we're going to be.
The healthiest cooked foods are mushrooms. Mushrooms are better off cooked than raw, and even some of the mushrooms that contain agarotine, which is a mild carcinogen or a mild toxin, most of that's blown off with cooking. And so by being totally raw, for some philosophical reason that doesn't make much sense to me, you're lowering the quality of your immune system by not being able to eat cooked mushrooms. So yes, mushrooms cooked, onion and scallion raw, and beans sprouted and cooked, and you could do both. Why can't you do sprouts and do some cooked beans? So I am a strong advocate of sprouts. I want people to sprout. Sprouts are great for you, but it doesn't mean you don't eat nothing but sprouts.
Yeah.
And some people can become, some women particularly, can become, either borderline anorexic just eating raw and sprouts too, So we want people to be an artist in the way they treat their own body, and make sure you're doing something that works for you and maintains you to have adequate muscle mass and bone strength. And it's not a philosophy, it's more of a science or an art to eat right. And if you're not thriving and you're losing strength as you age, consider the fact that you can increase the plant protein of your diet by eating more cooked green vegetables. That means cooked artichokes and cooked broccoli, and beans and nuts and seeds. The combination of beans, cooked green vegetables, and nuts and seeds improves the biological protein of your diet, which people need as they get older. So some of the plant-based diets give you about 15 grams of protein per 500 calories. Let's say your diet is 500 calories per meal, for a total of 1,500 calories a day. For, like, let's say a woman or not a huge large man would need more, obviously, but so they're getting about 15 grams of protein per 500 calories. 15 times 3 meals is 45 grams of protein a day. And us nutritarians, by eating nuts and seeds and the beans, including soybean, and the greens, we're getting an extra 10 grams of protein per meal. We're getting 25 grams of protein per 500 calories. We're getting 75 grams of protein a day, not 40 grams, but 45 grams of protein a day. And that extra bit of protein makes a difference as we age. The maintenance of muscle strength and immune system competence.
All right, so we heard from all the plant-based doctors, and if you watch my videos for any particular time, you'll know that I advocate eating small amounts of heat processed foods that are heated in specific ways, such as in the Instant Pot, where you're basically boiling, steaming, or pressure cooking. You're always cooking with water, and you're keeping it below 248 degrees so you don't create the carcinogens that happen with basically all other cooked foods that most people eat, unfortunately. So I think they can play a place, and I encourage you guys to eat a diversity of foods like I have adopted. And don't just go gung-ho if you do decide to eat some heat processed foods. Start a little bit at once because your body may not be used to it. The other thing I very importantly encourage you guys to do is to eat them plain and simple. Once you start adding salt, sugar, and oil to cooked foods, or you start frying them up, you create acrylamides and start browning them and creating toxins. It tastes it's more, I would say, addictive, and you want to eat more and more and more, right? If you eat it plain, like I'm not addicted to any of these heat processed foods that I eat these days, and I believe it to be, a better thing for me and my diet and my health. So I have a special guest. This is Chef AJ, who is one of the hosts here at the Plant Powered Party. So thank you, AJ, for having me at this amazing event. And tell everybody out there that's watching this episode why they want to come to the upcoming Plant Powered Party in 2026.
Because it's the most epic vegan plant-based conference, because it's not a conference, it's a party. We had comedy. I mean, you wouldn't believe this. Dr. Fuhrman sang. Dr. Fuhrman did comedy. It was just I've never had this much fun in my life at any conference. It is not like a boring medical conference. There was comedy. 8 stand-up comedians, 3 who had been on the Tonight Show. The food was amazing. It just was the best conference I've ever attended.
So what can somebody expect if they come to the 2026 event?
Well, it's Labor Day weekend, same weekend, bigger, better. There were over 500 people here this year. You might see Elvis Presley come back from the grave. That's all I can tell you.
And how can they learn more, Chef AJ?
Well, if you subscribe to just chefaj.com, you'll get my emails because we talk about this a lot. I don't know if Plant Powered Party has a website. Probably does, theplantpoweredparty.com, but as soon as tickets go on sale, we'll let you know, because we want to get in on early bird prices, and I'm telling you, it's the best conference, and it's in Vegas. Vegas has more nonstop flights to Vegas than any other city. That's why we chose Vegas. And you get to meet John Kohler. Take care, everybody. Eat your greens.
If you guys enjoyed this content, want more like this from the Plant Powered Party, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, check out the Plant Powered Party at theplantpoweredparty.com for future events. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on my new and upcoming episodes. I'll be coming every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the little bell so you're notified as my videos come out. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 850 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys all about eating more fresh fruits and vegetables and being the healthiest you can. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.